The states of matter are the distinct physical formations of matter that can exist. There are four states of matter. Solid. In solid, the particles of matter are packed close together and cannot overcome the attraction forces. A solid is also a three-dimensional object. Liquid. A liquid is a type of matter that flows freely, but most of the time has a constant volume. A liquid will take the shape of any container that it is poured into. The particles in a liquid are not as close to each other as those in a solid. Also, the particles in a liquid can slide right over each other. Gas. The particles in the particles of a gas are spread out and are able to overcome the forces of attraction. A gas has more kinetic energy than the particles of a solid or liquid. Plasma. Plasma is extremely hot ionized gas, where the nucleus and the electrons are flowing freely in the soup. How does particle/molecular behavior and the core concept of states of matter contribute to observable properties? Particle and molecular behavior are clearly related to the states of matter because the amount of energy that a particle or molecule has correlates to what state of matter it is in. Observable properties are strongly linked to the states of matter due to the fact that our only way to observe space is through electromagnetic radiation. Different states of matter re-emit electromagnetic radiation differently. Plasma emits and reflects the most amount of electromagnetic radiation. Gases emit and reflect less than plasma. Liquids re-emit less than gases, but more than solids, and the solids that make up our planet re-emit the least amount of electromagnetic radiation. This is due to the fact that plasma, gases, liquids, and solids have the most amount of kinetic energy per particle to the least, respectively.
An important job related to space is known as an aerospace engineer. An aerospace engineer is a type of engineer that designs, constructs, and tests aircrafts, missiles, and spacecrafts. Not only do aerospace engineers do that, in space there is no air for turbines to push on. Then they require the rocket propellant to push the spacecraft out of Earth's atmosphere. Aerospace engineers are specialized in creating the rocket and its propellant. At the beginning, it is necessary to have a high school diploma by completing high school to the fullest extent. Finally, you need to get a bachelor's degree in engineering and a related field such as aerospace. If all these are completed, you are on your way to becoming an aerospace engineer.
Three different phenomena that are found in space are the occurrence of plasma within a forming star. When enough matter comes together, it begins to compress and forms a celestial body. A star is a type of celestial body in which the matter is so densely compacted with enormous amounts of friction that fusion occurs with immense light and heat being produced. The creation of a nebula, caused by gas gathering and revolving around the remains of a dead star. Some of the gas and dust, mostly hydrogen, comes from the star itself. As the star dies, the nebula continues to grow off the dead remains until it disbands due to the lack of gravity. These remains make for the perfect conditions for new stars to form. When a planet is created, it could either be a gas giant or a rocky planet. The crusts of rocky planets are solid, and the main part of gas giants are gaseous. In gas giants, the gas is pulled around the core of the planet, meaning that as the core expands, the gas giant also expands.